Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Um, I just want to follow up on last week's podcast, Elon Musk and free speech, where we spoke about is Elon Musk pro free speech in reality. Also, the war uh, for free speech is in the hands of our politicians, unfortunately. What do I mean? I spoke about how Jason Miller is actually taking the fight to Brazil. Well, you know what's going on besides for that? The EU sent a letter to Elon Musk saying, you better pay attention to our rules, or else we're going to stop Twitter here. Apple seized almost all advertising capability, advertising on Twitter. Then they go ahead and threaten to stop Twitter, to take Twitter off their app store. And Elon went down, spoke to Apple, and he worked around it. I want to know what he worked around because, as far as I know, Apple is not a friend of free speech. Apple doesn't like free speech. Apple just decides free speech is not for them. They're a party of the left wing. They're a hand of the left wing, and the left wing hates free speech. So I want to know what went down in that meeting because I know Elon has said multiple times that Twitter is now going to be freedom of speech, but not necessarily freedom of reach. He will take hate speech and knock it down to the max, shadow ban it to the max. And the only way to find it is if you actually go ahead and look for it and you find it directly. That's the only way to find the hate speech tweet. I put a post on Twitter. What is hate speech? We have to realize that hate speech is just something that is really something that just turns someone off. If someone says that Jews control the media, right? I have lots of friends that tell me, Yossi, it hates me to say the Jews control the media. It incites violence. So take that off the internet. Gives us Jews the opportunity to pretend that it doesn't that people don't say it. But at the same time, it takes away the opportunity for us to combat it and say it's not true. Just because there are Jews in Hollywood doesn't mean that is the whole Jews. Jews don't control the media. If we did, there would be no more fake news. If we did, then we would report. We would have real reporting on what goes on in Palestine. Yeah, Palestine versus Israel. We're going to have real reporting on that. We'll have freedom of speech if we control the media. We don't. But what is hate speech? Hate speech is when people say things that direct hate at somebody, right? What does that do? What does that do to us, for us? We can't combat it if we censor it. It just goes ahead and we silence it, and then people say, "Oh, look, the Jews do control." Hmm. You know, it really does us no favors to silence it. So, my solution is what the real solution is: free speech for everybody, and we could combat it. We could say, "Look, this is not true." We could bring receipts. We could show what Jews are all about. We could show what African Americans are all about. We could show people what real the truth is. When you people go ahead and they start labeling things, it could hurt your feelings, then log off Twitter. Twitter is not meant for you. Twitter is not meant for you. It's not meant for the snowflakes. Go to Mastodon. Go to Post. Go to all these alternatives created as a safe haven away from hate speech. Stop crying about your feelings getting hurt. Or you don't even belong online. Until I got involved in social media, until I got involved in TWS, my life was great. I didn't know about what goes on Twitter. I didn't know about all these lunatics. Once you go online, you're going to open yourself up to being insulted. Move on in life. I remember the first time I got a death threat. I laughed. The guy's not going to come down and track me and find me in my city in Lakewood, New Jersey. Lakewood, New Jersey is massive. So that's the point. Misinformation. Who gets to decide what misinformation is? The government telling you that the doctors are wrong? The doctor's giving you misinformation? The government knows better than the doctor and medical misinformation? The government can tell you what's better in corruption? Oh, we're not corrupt. We're the arbiter of the truth. In New Zealand, the Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, goes ahead and says, don't believe anything unless it comes from us. Who are you? Who are you? The media is there to hold you accountable. We're there to hold you accountable. Oh, it's misinformation. We don't like you, so it's misinformation. Really? That's what we're gonna go with? Is that what we're gonna go with? It's misinformation? When Elon goes ahead and buys Twitter and says to restore free speech, it's great. Lots of accounts are coming back. I'm really happy to see that. I'm really happy and it gives me hope. But then people get banned for saying things as misinformation. Someone referred to someone as a transgender person as Mr. You can say that's hate speech. You misgendered her, misgendered him. Again, your feelings are gonna get hurt. Grow up. Under Twitter's ownership, under Elon's ownership of Twitter, that person got censored. Leftism for you got censored under Elon's ownership. Now, I'll give Elon time. Again, it's not time for the review of Twitter yet. Yes, I know I got into the reviews to review alternative social media platforms, and now I'm gonna go review Twitter, maybe. But again, we have to give him a chance. However, we have to ask the questions. Elon, I wish you succeed. However, what went down in that meeting between you and Tim Cook? What went down? I'm sorry to go down and say and continue talking about what I talked about last week. However, the war for free speech is ramping up. The government is declaring war on free speech. The government is telling us we cannot talk. We cannot say what we want. I'm sorry. As someone who's fighting to protect the entire Constitution and starting from the First Amendment, I am going all out. Everyone, call your senators, call your House representatives, and make them declare that they will protect free speech in the United States. As soon as we know for a fact that free speech is protected in the United States, then we can move the war to Brazil. Then we can move the war to the EU. Then we can move the war to London. Again, Jason, good. Jason Miller, good for taking the war to Brazil. Keep on fighting the good fight. I know for a fact that Jason will fight the good fight here in America too, if need be. However, Elon, my suggestion to you with the EU threatening to ban Twitter, if you don't comply, don't comply. Let them ban Twitter. They're going to lose the reach to all the Americans. They're going to lose the reach to all the citizens because they're not going to have Twitter. They're banned Twitter. Fight the fight here in America. Fight the fight against every American politician that tries fighting against free speech. If the President of the United States says that Twitter is worth looking into, and he's keeping his eye on it, fight against him. We have the United States Constitution. The government cannot dictate what Twitter allows and what Twitter doesn't allow. They cannot dictate that hate speech, someone getting their feelings hurt, get someone suspended. What's misinformation? Twitter did stop the COVID misinformation policy. They did stop enforcing it. They didn't take it out. They stopped enforcing it. Big difference. Good for you, Elon. However, keep fighting. Again, Elon, I wish you the best of luck. Every alternative social media platform that is for free speech, I wish you the best of luck. Post, Mastodon, if I don't, I have yet to go through your terms of services. I can guarantee you that you're gonna be against misinformation and against hate speech. I'm on Post. Let's see what happens over there. All the lefties are already losing their minds about my posts. Um, just quick update. The review from Truth Social should be out shortly. Again, I record the podcast on Thursday before the before Monday, so I don't know if they're gonna get back to me by the end of the week. As of now, they have not gotten back to me by the end of the week. If they did, I will let you know. When they do, I'm gonna record a video, post it on all social media platforms, and we will keep you updated. TWS will be the most transparent organization ever, as possible. I don't know about ever. We will be as transparent as possible. Keep you updated. That's that. Now, here's the thing. TWS is still looking to change our name. We are not globalists. We don't want to control the people. We just feel that TWS, Team World Supporter, is a way of showing that we think that the whole world should be free from dictatorship. Not the opposite of globalists. Globalists the other way, that the whole world should be free. The whole world should have their own say. Everyone should have free speech, freedom of mind, freedom of everything. But we sound globalist, so we're looking to change our name. Please email me. Please DM me. Please comment down below or wherever you're listening to this podcast and let me know. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week. Only good things.